My name is Nicole Rousseau and I'm a coach and trainer at Coachable Solutions. I mention that because I actually just recently narrowed it down. I used to be the person who did everything that anyone wanted as a coach or trainer, but now I've narrowed it down to two specific things, which is public speaking and career transition. Because those are the two things that I have personally gone through, the trials and tribulation, and I feel that I have the knowledge and the expertise to teach to my clients. All right, so maybe some of you have heard about the hero journey. Joseph Campbell mentioned it in his books, probably around the time that I was born. But it's a story for everyone. It's a journey to conquer, could be a lion or a monster. So it's happening now, even in this modern day. So for me, my hero journey was I had a complete fear of public speaking for my entire life. I avoided it my entire life up through college. And then a monster came, let's say. So I was doing this great campaign in sustainability at my job, and I started getting calls for people to give a speech or give a presentation on it. And I initially was like, I can't, that was my monster. And then I decided, you know what, it's time for me to go to the monster and get over this fear of public speaking. So I put myself through a series of things like Toastmasters, singing, somatic exercises, improv, my favorites, and I did conquer public speaking. And I'm a great public speaker today, and I teach public speaking, and I still can't believe it because it was such a fear for most of my life. But that's the hero journey, is where you face your fears and you go through a cycle and you overcome it, and you come out a different person. And I feel like I'm a completely different person than I was before. And now I know how to conquer my fears. So I help other people conquer their fears, whether it's public speaking or it's career management. I also have changed careers 4 times now. I've been laid off 4 times. I left another job in the past. It can be scary, but I lead people through that journey of right now I'm an IT specialist. I want to be a project manager, or I want to be a manager, and I help them through those scary transitions where they face their fears and they come out on top even better.
Coach.
It just came naturally. When I was young, often my mom would say, you should be a teacher. And then I actually used to play teacher with my brother and sister, and I loved coaching people even through my teens. Then it kind of got lost, as you go through school and then you start doing your individual work. I worked in marketing, I loved it. But again, it was about people. And I had a psychology background. So it's kind of all, looking back, it all flows and how it happened, but you don't see it when you're going forward. And then what happened, I was in a leadership program at HSBC, and I had a great coach. And I said, how did you get to do this? Like, you helped my life so much. You really changed my life at that time. And she said, oh, I'm a coach, and I went through a program, and I was like, I want to do what you do. So then I went to Columbia University and got my credentials, and then immediately I changed from marketing to HR, and I led a leadership program for HSBC. I did all the hiring, all the training, all the coaching. I racked up 1,000 hours doing that job, and before I knew it, I was not trying to become a coach. Suddenly, I was a coach. And that's how it happened.
What type of client to work with?
The ones that have the fear, because they sit in front of me and say, I want to be different. I don't know how. I don't feel like I deserve it. I don't feel like I have the tools. In the meantime, I look at their resume and they have 10 proof points of why they could do this next job. But it's just human nature, as I went through it as well. So I'm very gentle with them, but encouraging, because I know it's possible. And some of my clients have gone from X to Y to their dream career, to their dream job, to be recognized differently. One of my examples is I coached someone within a corporation. It was an insurance corporation. He was doing actuary work, and he got elected into a leadership development program. But he was always seen as an actuary, very technical. And when I worked with him, we did his speech, he gave a speech. The head of the department said, I no longer see you as an actuary, I see you as a leader. And that was a big game change for him, and I was even blown away. Like, he really did change during that time, facing his fear, realizing he could do more and be more. I would like to grow it so I can reach more people. That's essentially it. Like, I stumble upon people, people refer me, but I know there are people out there who want to change their career, especially this time is the best time of all, like any time of the year, but this time, And public speaking is a fear for many people. Most people, when I mention it or I give them my card, they're like, oh, I have a fear of public speaking. I can't do that. I never could do that. So there's a wide audience of people that really need this help. And I don't want them to suffer anymore. That's my statement I usually say when I start with my clients. The reason why I do this business is I don't want anyone to suffer how I suffered for so long. When it's not easy, but it's easier than you think to get over it. It just takes effort and wanting to change. I guess I really care. Like that someone mentioned that to me and I really took it in. I really get caught up in my clients. Like the wall between us, it disappears, and I really dig in and try and help them. And I'm happiest when I see them gain confidence, change jobs, do things they didn't think they could ever do. So I thought about it, and I really feel like it's that feeling that I get, and I really engage with my clients, and that's the reward for me. So I just want to access more people and people to feel okay with conquering public speaking. Like people don't even speak about it. It's not until I mention it, like it is possible, you can get over it and you can be a great speaker. Then it kind of changes their mindset, level one. And then if they're willing to work on it and get the rewards of changing yourself and growing, I just love seeing my clients at that stage.
For people to contact you.
They can take a look at my website, which is coachableSolutions.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. There's many ways you can find me. I might be writing a book through this interview, but they can find me easily, and I would love to work with anyone who is dealing with these issues, wants to grow, and just wants more in their life.